You look well, Chinelo. You too, Bunmi. Marriage has been kind to you. So have your children, from what I can see. Why are you here after all these years? You look well, Chinelo. You too, Bunmi. Marriage has been kind to you. So have your children, from what I can see. Why are you here after all these years? 2 weeks ago, I heard something. News has a strange way of traveling. Someone tells someone who tells someone else until eventually it finds people who promise themselves they'd never speak again. I heard your family discovered the truth about Biodun, about Adeyemi. What does that have to do with you? Because I was the one who told Sunday. Back in 1991, I found out about you and Adeyemi. I won't tell you how. It doesn't matter anymore. All I knew was that you were in danger. I thought if Sunday knew he could help you, keep Chief from finding out, keep your marriage alive. You knew all this time. 28 years and you never once came to me. Never once. Because after I told Sunday something happened neither of us expected, we were already close. Closer than we admitted. Sharing your secret, protecting it together changed us. For a while we became more than friends. It didn't last. Every time we looked at each other, we saw you. We saw Adeyemi. We saw the child we both knew existed but could never acknowledge. There's something else. Something I've carried alone for 28 years. I had a daughter in 1992, almost exactly 9 months after Sunday and I ended whatever was between us. I never told him. Shortly after that, I moved to Enugu. 2 years later, I married a good man, Chinelo Obi. He raised her as his own, the same way Chief raised Biodun. She's 28 now. Her name is Ebubechi, Sunday's daughter. Sunday's daughter, who has never known. She grew up believing in Mecca. God rest his soul. He was her father. Died 3 years ago, still protecting a secret he never even knew existed. I did to Sunday exactly what you did to Chief. I kept his child from him. When I heard what happened here, that Biodun finally learned the truth, that somehow this family survived, I couldn't stop thinking about Ebubechi, about Sunday, about the years I've already stolen from both of them. If Sunday found the courage to tell Adeyemi the truth before he died, and if your family found a way to survive its own heartbreak, then maybe it's time I stopped hiding too. I didn't come here because I expected forgiveness. I came because you're the only person alive who truly understands what this feels like. Before I speak to Sunday, before I tell Ebubechi, I needed someone to tell me whether this road is worth walking. You want me to tell you everything will be all right? No. I want you to tell me the truth. It won't be all right, not at first. There will be anger, there will be tears. There will be days when one of them, or maybe both, won't know how to look at you. I won't lie to you about that. But it can be survived. I'm living proof of that. 2 weeks ago, I didn't know if my son would ever look at me with love again. Maybe he's still trying to figure that out. Maybe he will be for a long time. But he's here, he came home, he sat at this table. That may not sound like much. But after everything, it's more than enough. Because surviving isn't about pretending nothing broke. It's about people choosing to stay in the room anyway.
May I say something? We only met a few minutes ago, and I don't really know you. But I think I understand what you're carrying better than most people in this room.
Please.
2 weeks ago, I discovered that the man who raised me wasn't my biological father. I also discovered that people around me, people I loved, had known for years, some for decades. I was angry. Some days I still am. But do you know what surprised me the most? It wasn't the truth itself that hurt me. Life is complicated. People make mistakes. People fall in love. People make impossible choices. Children are born. None of that was the hardest part. The hardest part was realizing everyone else knew my story before I did. That the people who loved me didn't trust me enough to let me own my own life.
So,
if you're asking whether you should tell Ebubechi, my answer is yes.
I see.
Not because it'll be easy. It won't. There'll be tears. There'll be anger. She may even walk away from you for a while. But at least she'll be standing on the truth. Because the alternative is for her to spend the rest of her life exactly the way I did. Confidently building her future on a foundation she never knew was incomplete. Knowing the truth can hurt. Living a lie without knowing it hurts even more.
Thank you. I came here expecting judgment. If I was fortunate, perhaps tolerance. I never imagined I'd be met with kindness. Oh, my dear. These past 2 weeks, this family has learned more about difficult truths than I ever hoped we would. The truth broke us open, but it also taught us something. That people heal faster when they are given grace instead of judgment. Maybe that's the only good thing secrets ever leave behind. They teach the people who survive them how to be gentle with someone else's pain.
Diola, wake up.
What's happened? Is everything all right?
She replied. Fumilayo replied.
Can I hear it?
Dear Biodun, I've read your message at least 20 times since last night. At first, I didn't know what I was feeling. To be honest, I'm still figuring that out. But there's something I think you deserve to know. My father spoke about you once. It was near the end. The medication made him more honest than he'd ever allowed himself to be. He told me there was a son in Lagos he never had the chance to know. He said it was the only regret he carried that never stopped hurting. At the time, I didn't understand what he meant. Now I do. If you're willing, I'd like to meet you. I haven't told my brother or my sister yet. I wanted to write to you first. Would you be open to a phone conversation sometime this week? Warm regards, Funmilayo.
How do you feel?
Like I've been standing outside a locked house my whole life, only to discover the door was never locked. It just needed someone on the other side to open it.
Are you going to walk through it?
Yeah, I think I finally am.
It's there. It's really there.
70 million each, after taxes, legal fees, agency commissions, everything settled. Clean. So, tell me honestly, is everyone okay with this? Did we land where we were supposed to?
Yes, Tunde, we did. More than okay. Remy spoke to the bank this morning. Every outstanding loan is gone. For the first time in years, we can actually grow the business instead of just surviving another month.
Honestly, I don't even know what I'm spending mine on yet. And that's probably the nicest financial problem I've ever had. Biodun? Sorry, I'm here. Everything's good. Really good. The money will cover a big part of restoring the Epe house. Thank you. You handled this properly. I appreciate that. So what's more interesting than 70 million naira? I've been talking to Fumilayo, Adebayo's daughter. We spoke for almost an hour on Sunday. She's inviting her brother and sister onto a group call this weekend. She wants to introduce me properly.
How does that feel?
Terrifying, but also wonderful. It's like spending your whole life believing your house had only 4 rooms, then discovering there were 3 more all along. Fully furnished. Filled with people who'd been missing you without even knowing your name. We need to review the documentation and schedule follow-up calls.
Finally, some relief.
Still getting used to this. See you, Dad.
You're very quiet.
I was thinking about something Biodun said, about the house having more rooms than he knew. I spent years believing I understood this family completely. 1 wife, 4 children, simple, well-arranged, manageable. And in the space of 2 weeks, I've had to accept that it was never that simple. There's more to us than I knew. Adebayo's daughter, Sunday's pain, close enough to touch us but hidden. Some days it feels like discovering the house I've lived in for 30 years was built on far more land than I ever realized, and half of it has been occupied the whole time by stories I knew nothing about.
Does that frighten you?
At first, yes. It unsettled me. I think because I have always mistaken control for safety. If I knew where everyone was, if I knew what every room contained, then I could tell myself the family was protected. Now I think maybe it is grace, a strange kind of grace, but grace nonetheless. Maybe this family was never meant to be as small and tightly managed as I wanted it to be. Maybe the secrets were not protecting us at all. Maybe they were only making the house smaller.
The sale closed today, but I don't think that's the real thing that closed this week.
What do you mean?
I think this family finally stopped living with locked rooms. I think for the first time in a very long time, we stopped hiding behind doors. That is worth more than the money, if you ask me. Though I would not say that in front of Tunde. He worked very hard for that figure.
No, let's keep that between ourselves.